Hi, Julian from Ray White Projects. Welcome to our e-newsletter. Today I'd like to touch on a subject that is generating a lot of discussion, and for good reason. What impact is China having on our property market, and what is the long-term outlook for Chinese investment to remain strong over the years to come? Well, we may have heard about the stories about the flood of Chinese buyers in Sydney and Melbourne and the effect that is having on the wave of property prices in those key markets. But is this happening in Queensland? The answer is an overwhelming yes. As the director of Ray White Projects, I have had over 25 years of experience in the real estate industry on the Gold Coast. And over the last 5 years, I've been focusing on developing the Chinese market in southeast Queensland. In fact, over the last 12 months, Ray White Projects has sold over $100 million worth of Queensland real estate through Southeast Asia, and mainly in China. We have 7 highly skilled Chinese staff working on the ground here, and we also have a Ray White office and networks in Beijing, Dalian, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen and Hong Kong. But first, let me give you some facts. Chinese investors are making a real contribution to the Australian real estate market, with their expenditure exceeding $4.5 billion in residential property sales over the last financial year. This has accounted for an overwhelming 12.5% of new housing within Australia. It also shows that 16.8% of the total residential property sold in the third quarter of last year was foreign investors, which was up 6.3% from the previous year. The Chinese are now the largest foundation for foreign investment in real estate in Queensland, with expenditure reaching $463 million last year, up 43% from the previous year. Chinese investors are sending vast amounts of capital all over Queensland, including the Chinese Wanda Group's world-class billion-dollar jewel project in Surfers Paradise, which is set for completion by the beginning of the Commonwealth Games held on the Gold Coast in 2018. One of the largest proposals that have been put forward by Chinese developers, the ASF Consortium, is the Gold Coast Integrated Resort and Cruise Ship Terminal. This will be located on the Gold Coast Broadwater. The plan includes shops, hotels, parkland and a casino, which will be situated on an extended wavebreak island. This development will generate 5,000 new jobs throughout the construction period and an estimated 1.9 million new visitors to the Gold Coast per annum. These current projects are in various stages of planning and design and represent the largest private investment projects currently underway in the Gold Coast history, thus reinforcing the importance of Chinese investment and partnership with local industry in achieving positive outcomes for the region. Along with the Chinese multinational organisations, there has also been an influx of Chinese investors purchasing in many of our projects, such as Seoul, Hilton and both in Surfers Paradise. The Gold Coast has been able to deliver an exceptionally lucrative investment property within these large-scale projects, which have provided overseas investors with both immediate returns in the rental market, also longer-term capital growth. This provides a net benefit to both parties and will certainly continue to drive quality construction projects in the major tourism areas of the Gold Coast. With all of these facts, it is apparent that foreign investors and developers from China are creating a significant impact within the property market on the Gold Coast and Australia-wide. As the largest investor of real estate in Queensland, the effect the Chinese investor will have on the Gold Coast by developing such sites as Jewel and the Integrated Resort and Cruise Ship Terminal will be significant to the growth of the city and displaying the Gold Coast to the world. Thank you for joining us for our November e-newsletter. Please join us again each month to keep up to date with the latest news within the property market. All the best for now. Next month I'll be focusing on Southport, and we'll be talking about Southport as the gateway to all of this new infrastructure being built by the Chinese. Thank you again.